Joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. We've got the Lakers facing the Golden State Warriors.
From Shea there, ready to go off the feed.
Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Mullen. Simmons defending. Mullen can't get it to go. Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Johnson. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Here's Mullen. It's deflected. Now here's Simmons. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Back to Simmons. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Johnson. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either. Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Havlicek. And again, it's the Warriors missing. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Johnson. Durant for three. Counted from distance.
Proof that Durant can strike from anywhere, flexing his range with a deep three.
Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Simmons. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go. And again, no good by Golden State. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone, just 1 for 4 so far. Durant, pass to Johnson. Here's Mullen. Simmons defending. Lets it go from deep. Mullen can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. 1:24 left in the first quarter of the game. 5 to shoot. Gobert with a screen on Durant. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Mullen. And there's a 3-second violation. The Warriors trailing. 50 seconds left in the first quarter here. Now here's Simmons. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Nowitzki from outside the arc. knocks down the long J.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Still no points. To the inside.
Los Angeles foul. Kevin Durant. First personal foul. First team.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
For the Dubs, John Havlicek. Taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Nowitzki. No good on the shot. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Warriors on top, leading by a point. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with... And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Kevin Durant is out there with Johnson. And it's Nowitzki in at the 4 spot. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Gobert. 5 on the clock. Pulls it from the top of the key. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Now here's Durant. Tight defense on him. Gilgeous-Alexander against Johnson. Here's Durant. It's rebounded by Golden State.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah.
Gobert on the high post. Fires from 14. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Lakers trail by 3. Durant, pass to Johnson. Pass to Olajuwon. Outside Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant. And the Warriors with possession here. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander. And Durant with the block.
And for all the attention his offense gets, never question Durant's ability at the defensive end.
Here's Nowitzki. Here's Olajuwon. And he dunks it down.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. .127 left in the second. Johnson inside. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 4. Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And when Durant is clear for takeoff, no hesitation.
The Warriors leading. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Simmons. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. These are his first free throws of the game.
First team foul.
Free throw good, Simmons.
At the line for the Dubs, Ben Simmons.
He does not get the second one. It's been a couple of minutes since they led in this game.
Oh, they'd love to change that here.
Pass to Olajuwon. Now Durant. Outside Johnson. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Johnson's got his first 2 points.
And passing is something Durant has really worked on. And you see the results with the sweet dime right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Havlicek, guarded by Durant. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. Tries from 6 feet. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Here's Johnson. Tipped. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Warriors on top, up 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans' half-court shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 2-point game. We've got Ben Simmons. He's out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Havlicek in at the small forward. That's the Warriors 5.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead it to the score.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Simmons. Not a lot of room. And the shot goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Pass to Nowitzki. Uncovered. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. He's got 7. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander against Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Blocked! Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Johnson. Pass to Mullen. Here's Nowitzki. Defended by Gobert. And it's Nowitzki missing. Now the Warriors with it. Here's Havlicek. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing from 15 feet away. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Gobert. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And, of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
First trip to the line for him here.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
2 minutes remaining.
Johnson passes to Nowitzki. Back to Johnson. Deflected! Here's Havlicek. 1:43 left in the third. Simmons looking around. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Havlicek's shot is off. The Lakers trail. On the wing, Durant. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. It's stolen. Here's Havlicek, covered by Johnson. Havlicek passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Now here's Simmons, tightly guarded. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Durant. And again, no good by Golden State.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Outside Johnson. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Oh, nice shot by Mullen. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Gobert. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw misses. He hits the second from the line.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
Durant with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Olajuwon. Oh, no good! Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court for the Lakers, Johnson is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Mullen in at the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander against Johnson. Here's Durant. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Havlicek passes to Simmons. Oh, denied by Durant. Pass to Johnson.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Gobert with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Simmons. Just 4 to shoot. Great touch from deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Lakers trail by 3. The Lakers call timeout.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Los Angeles' coach was going over with his guys. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Johnson passes to Mullen. Fires for 3. Sinks the tray.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And they're able to recover. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Simmons. Down low. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, an elite passing forward. Simmons just dropping a dime.
Durant with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Olajuwon. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Simmons using his post moves to get the 2 points. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Screen by Durant. Pass to Olajuwon. 1:19 left in the fourth. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he does get the second one. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Johnson. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. Oh! Gobert hammers it home!
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
Gobert's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. It's Johnson with a drive, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands. He's such a great free throw shooter who can handle big moments.
Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Johnson. It falls!
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
Durant with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Olajuwon. Cash! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3! 2 points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander against Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Pulls it. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a 3. Of course, the D will be guarding the line, but no one said it was going to be easy. Using his size to full advantage, he beats everyone to the ball.
And now we've got an intentional foul. Golden State calls timeout. So it's the Warriors who come out on top here. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Boston Celtics. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. They've got Pippen, Joel Embiid out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Eaton into the center, locking down the middle. Now, here is Maravich. Scottie Pippen unable to get his shot to go. Pass to Gilmore. Outside Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson for the triple. Good, and the assist, that time by Gasol.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game, Klay Thompson.
McGrady passes to Pippen. Releases. A rebound by the Celtics.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And that one's good by Giannis.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
Pippen dishes to Embiid. Pass to Dort. Back to Embiid. McGrady outside. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Thompson. Here's Giannis. Thompson with it. Now defended by Embiid. A nice shot by Gasol.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Thompson against Pippen. Pass to Dort. Embiid with the screen on Maravich. Dort wide open. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Maravich. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
The high basketball IQ of Klay Thompson, finding a better look there.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
.129 left here in the opening quarter. Gasol against Embiid. Pass to McGrady. Drains the 19-footer.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Now here's Giannis. Gasol looking around. Thompson with it, guarded by Pippen. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Eaton, defended by Gasol. McGrady against Antetokounmpo. Embiid sets the pick for McGrady. Clock is at 3. Over Antetokounmpo. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Maravich. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Fast break now for Charlotte. The shot by McGrady, no good.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter, we've got Lou Dort. Pippen is out there with Tracy McGrady. And there's Embiid. And it's Eaton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Pippen, following the basket by Giannis. Pippen, the pass to Eaton. Count it. Eaton's got his first points of the game.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Giannis against McGrady. Here's Gasol, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And what you like about Gasol, he can put up big numbers, but he also does the little things that don't always show up on the stat sheet.
Boston shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he sinks the second. Now Pippen. Scoreless thus far. Outside, Dort. They set the screen. Pass to McGrady. Shot clock at 6. Over onto the Kumbo. Up again. A rebound by Gasol. Celtics leading by 9. Here's Maravich. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Embiid.
And when you think of Maravich, his ball handling and passing comes to mind. He's really sublime and unique in those categories.
And he knocks down the first one. Maravich hits them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, Pippen finds Embiid. Now, here's Dort. Pass to McGrady. Just 5 to shoot. And the Hornets miss again.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Here's Maravich. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Hornets trail by 11. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by, Dort hits it from three-point range. Dort's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Maravich against Dort. Maravich the pass to Gasol. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. No good that time. Thompson against Pippen. And here's Embiid. Outside, Dort. Now McGrady. Maravich defending. Tries it from the top of the key. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. McGrady's got 6.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Maravich the pass to Antetokounmpo. Puts it up from 15. And Embiid pulls it down.
Normally he drains that.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. .43 seconds left in the first half. Maravich the pass to Gasol. Pass to Thompson. Fires the three. Thompson with the three.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 9-point game. Embiid kicks to Dort. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Bangs home the trifecta.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Inside, intercepted. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Antetokounmpo is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Gasol. Then there's Maravich. And it's Gilmore in at the 5 down low. That's the Boston 5. Now Pippen after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. And here's Pippen. Hasn't made one yet. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
His agility makes Pippen so dangerous inside. He can create contact while also being able to get the shot off.
Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the night. Free throw good from Pippen. And both free throws good for Pippen.
What doesn't Scottie Pippen do? A very polished defender who can also rain buckets down from wherever. Whenever Scottie's on the floor, he is making trouble for you.
Now here's Young. Thompson finds it. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Embiid against Gasol. Eaton the pass to Pippen. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Gasol.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Thompson kicks to Giannis. Outside Gasol. Pass to Thompson. Launches a 3. Boston again missing. Hornets trail by 4. McGrady dishes to Pippen. Embiid with it. Now here's Dort. Maravich defending. Maravich against Dort. Back to Embiid. It's deflected. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Outside Gasol. Shoots it up. And yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. Gasol's got his second basket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
There's 1:34 left in the third quarter. Outside, Dort. Pass to Embiid. Back to Dort. Here's Eaton. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Pippen with a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range.
3 points.
Pippen's got 5.
practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and then he is good to go.
Maravich against Dort. Right side out of the Kumbo. Over McGrady. And a great move by Giannis. He has 6.
That's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Now here's Dort. He has 6. Back to Embiid. McGrady outside. Over Giannis. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from McGrady. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Maravich against Dort. Maravich with it. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Gilmore. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Celtics. They lead by 3. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. They've got Tracy McGrady, Lou Dort out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Pippen, and it's Eaton into the center position. McGrady kicks to Pippen. Dort passes to Embiid over Gasol. Embiid, no good.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
Now here's Gasol. Pass to Gilmore. And Gasol gets it to go.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Boston leading by 5. Giannis dishes to Thompson. Here's Gilmore. Over McGrady. Gilmore passes to Thompson. Over Pippen. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Maravich. Kept alive. Here's Gilmore. They shoot again. And at last they get one to fall. And the Celtics lead by 7. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
They get the rebound. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Now here's Gasol. Pass to Thompson. There's the 3. Good, and the assist, that time by Gasol. Gasol's got his 3rd assist on the night. And the Hornets call time here. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach of the Hornets was getting across in the huddle. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now, his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Antetokounmpo against McGrady. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Embiid with a screen on Thompson. Here's Pippen. Charlotte no good that time either.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Giannis outside. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Gasol. And here's Thompson, defended by Pippen. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Gasol. And the Celtics lead by 10.
How's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
Embiid, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so for Richard Jefferson,
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We'll see the Golden State Warriors taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Ben Simmons is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 4.
This is where Simmons is most comfortable shooting from. Once he's this deep, feed him.
Here's Payton. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. George's shot is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Payton.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
For 3, George hits the trifecta.
George with the innate ability and sense, and he has to get it off quick.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Simmons. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Picked by Gobert. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder, and he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league in Gilgeous-Alexander. He said there's no way to defend him, that his speed and movement, we need to be ready to rotate and help on every possession. Still, he said they're all looking forward to the challenge.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Simmons with it. Launches a 3. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander on the assist from Simmons. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
Pass to Payton. Back to Tatum. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And the Warriors with possession. Havlicek passes to Simmons. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one no good. Good D by Payton. Hawks trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Lanier. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
His first. Team first.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. That one misses. The Warriors lead by 3. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gobert with a screen on Payton. 6 on the shot clock. Shot is up. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Payton passes to Lanier. Payton with a screen on Simmons. Here's Tatum. Soft touch off the glass.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
Simmons looking around. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Hawks trail by 3. And so in the game for the Warriors, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Havlicek in at the small forward position. There's Tatum with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Tries it from 16. Havlicek's shot is off.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Got a piece of it, and he recovers it. Tatum from long range. Tatum drills the 3.
With his feet set, Tatum's going to make you pay.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Havlicek. George defending. Let's go with a 3. They grab their own miss.
And wow, I mean, Gobert had them fooled. The pump fake puts the defender totally off balance.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Rudy Gobert taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Gobert nails both of them. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Payton. George for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. George has got his second bucket on the night.
Really no spot on the floor where George can't hurt you. What a versatile scorer.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Payton. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from outside. The Hawks leading. Payton passes to Tatum. To the paint. Tipped. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Havlicek. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Picked by Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the drive. They get it back. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Tatum against Simmons. Inside. Here's Gobert. Oh, ferocious from Gobert.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
Outside Tatum. Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Hey, strong move, Tatum.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Payton. Atlanta with the rebound. Lanier's got 4 rebounds now. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go. On the wing, Tatum. Simmons defending. Lanier, pass to Payton. And denied! He sends it right off the glass.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Gobert inside. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shooting for Golden State, Rudy Gobert. 1 shot.
Here's Tatum. He has 7. Clock at 6. From the wing. Doesn't go that time. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Warriors ahead, leading by just 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
We've got Paul George, and it's Payton in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Pass to Tatum. Tatum, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Payton. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block.
Superb D from Gilgeous-Alexander, using his length to wipe away the shot.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Payton passes to George. Offline with a 3. The Warriors lead by 4. Outside Simmons. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Gobert finds Simmons. Gobert with a screen on George. And Gobert with the stuff.
And when you foul Gobert, you really got to foul him, or he'll just power right through.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in this game.
at the line for one.
Free throw, no good.
Things are starting to come together for them, and the lead is starting to grow, too.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Payton passes to Lanier. Here's Tatum for three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night.
Bob Lanier. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second one. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Gobert with it. Gilgeous-Alexander against Payton. Puts up a deep three. Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Hawks trail by 7. George finds Payton. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Lanier. George for three. The Warriors pull it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Payton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Havlicek. Over George. Havlicek's shot is off. Payton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a hand on it. 1:27 left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Gobert with a screen on George to the middle. Oh, they pick off the pass. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Payton, no good.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
High arcing shot. Can't get it to drop. Ooh, nice D from George. Tatum passes to Payton. Back to Tatum. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. The Warriors lead by 7. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. Simmons has got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, that jumper so pure. Gilgeous-Alexander with great confidence.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to George. Lets the three fly. Warriors with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Simmons, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with a screen on Payton. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy is in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Also Ben Simmons out there. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yao with a rebound. Yao's got 4 rebounds in the game. Payton passes to George. Outside Tatum takes a 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Payton. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Oh, deflected. Now Tatum. George outside. Pass to Payton. 6 to shoot. And it's in there. Payton's got his first points of the game.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Payton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
That one's off. And he sinks the second. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
At 6'8" with a nice release point, Tatum's jumper is a tough one to disrupt.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Payton. A minute 15 left in the fourth. Simmons, pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar, great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Now here's Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. He buries it from 3.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Simmons against Tatum. Now here's Simmons. He's closely guarded. Lanier with the rebound. The Hawks trailing. Payton passes to Tatum. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth. Down low. Here's Lanier. Money!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
I love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And the Warriors call time here. Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Havlicek. And it's in.
Gilgeous-Alexander gonna celebrate that one.
And Atlanta with possession here. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Now here's Tatum. He's covered closely. There's a screen to the paint. Count it!
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything. Lets the opportunity.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander up top, guarded by Payton. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Takes the 3. He's off from 3. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Tatum way outside. Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we've got... Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. We've got Ben Simmons. He's out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the power forward position. Pass to Havlicek. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Simmons, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. 6 on the shot clock. Nice move. Ooh, Shai showing no fear inside.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
Tatum with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Left side, Tatum. Throws it up high. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Havlicek passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
You have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
And what action in this one. We're about a minute into overtime. To the inside. Yao passes to Lanier. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Tatum with a steal. Here's Payton. Here's Lanier. Good D by Gobert.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Gobert. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, he nails it! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
Paul George, a gifted passer at his size. He could see anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. There's 14 seconds left in OT. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
George outside. Goes up on the wing. Yes!
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And the Hawks call time here. 8 seconds left in the first overtime period. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
And so the big win by Golden State in a tight game. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got the Boston Celtics and the Chicago Bulls. And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Maravich, Antetokounmpo out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Gasol, and it's Gilmore in at center. The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Shooting for Boston, Artis Gilmore. Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so here is Chicago. Now here's Butler. Outside Leonard. Butler sets a screen for Leonard. Offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
No good from Maravich.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Pass to Thompson. A 3-ball. And Gasol with the dunk.
A great pursuit of the basketball from Marc Gasol. One thing we know is he will rebound out of his area.
Maravich against Butler. McHale outside. Pass to Leonard. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And again, no good by Chicago. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Giannis passes to Thompson. Giannis' screen on Butler. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Outside, McHale. Leonard looking around.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rejected by Gasol.
Just great timing and great awareness from Marc Gasol. This guy is a relentless shot blocker.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Giannis. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gasol kicks to Maravich. Pocket 6. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
And when Giannis is sinking that shot, he is impossible to guard.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
McHale passes to Leonard. 1:06 left in the first quarter of the game. 5 to shoot. Robinson sets a screen for McHale. Shoots over Gasol. Robinson misses.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Outside for Gasol. Pass to Thompson. To the middle. And stolen by Leonard. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first. No good from McHale.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Bulls trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Leonard against Antetokounmpo. Here's Leonard. Over Giannis. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Boston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be right back after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
They've got Carter. McHale is out there with Robinson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Butler in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. McHale finds Carter. Launches from deep. It's rebounded by Gasol. Celtics leading by 6. And Thompson launches it from deep. On the 3 off target. Chicago with the ball. Outside Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position, draws contact there.
Free throw drops for Leonard.
Boy, Kawhi Leonard lets his game do the talking. Yes, he's soft-spoken and quiet, but boy, he's a big-time player.
He hits both from the stripe.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And the first one at the line is good. He doesn't get the second one. Bulls trail by 5. Leonard with the ball. Outguarded by Giannis. Butler dishes to Carter. Butler is screen on Thompson. Carter with the 3. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Antetokounmpo passes to Gasol. Here's Gilmore. Back to Gasol. And here's Giannis from outside with 1 on the clock. The second chance effort. Gilmore, no good. Pass to Carter. Back to Butler. Carter with it. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Carter's got 5 points now this quarter.
You see Jimmy Butler's willingness and almost really relishing the opportunity to get his teammate an open look.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
2 minutes.
And here's Thompson. Still scoreless. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Outside Gasol. Takes a three. Cans it from downtown. Gasol's got 5.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Pass to McHale. Leonard against Giannis. Now here is Carter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Thompson kicks to Giannis. Back to Thompson. Giannis right side. Down low, Gasol. McHale with some nice D. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Outside Butler. Pass to Robinson. Rebound Boston. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Maravich dishes to Giannis. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Outside Leonard. To the inside. And Robinson throws it down hard.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Celtics up 1. And we'll be back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Marc Gasol displaying his skills today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
On the court for the Celtics, Klay Thompson is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Gasol. Then there's Maravich. And it's Gilmore in at the 5 down low.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Three-pointer, Butler, that's in there. Carter with the assist. Butler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Boston trailing. Thompson with it. He has yet to score. Giannis kicks to Thompson. Over Butler. The shot by Thompson, no good.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Thompson against Butler. Carter outside. Here's the 3. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got his 4th rebound in this one. Thompson passes to Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Leonard. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. To the paint. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Leonard. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead. Now a timeout called by Boston.
All right, fans, it's dance PM time. Get ready to let's hear it for you.
Celtics trail by 4. Now Thompson. Knocked away and stolen by Butler. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Carter kicks to McHale. Butler feeling out of it. Back to McHale. Clock at 4. It's not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Gasol. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 4. Pass to Maravich. Thompson for the triple. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
A nice shot by Carter.
Well, when the playmaking duties fall to Jimmy Butler, he is more than capable.
Celtics trail by 7. Outside, Maravich. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Powers through inside, Giannis.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Butler against Maravich. Carter outside and stolen by Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Vince Carter picks one up. For Boston, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Maravich.
And when you think of Maravich, his ball handling and passing comes to mind. He's really sublime and unique in those categories.
Maravich hits them both. 46 seconds left in the third. Maravich against Butler. And here's Leonard from 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Celtics trail by 6. Now, here is Maravich. There's 25 seconds left here in the third quarter. Gilmore passes to Giannis. And he drives in. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
Giannis against Leonard. Over Antetokounmpo. Good D by Giannis. And we've reached the end of the third. Bulls lead by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Kevin McHale. Then it's Robinson. And there's Carter. And it's Butler in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Carter dishes to Butler. McHale looking for an opening. Pass to Carter. Shoots over Maravich. And Carter with the basket on the assist by McHale. Carter's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Bulls. Giannis high post. Leonard's there. Butler in the corner. Back to Leonard. Carter with it. Maravich defending. Pass to Butler. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Gasol's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on David Robinson.
First team foul. At the line for the Celtics.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Carter against Thompson. Pass to Butler. Carter left side. Misses the wing J.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Maravich with a screen on Leonard. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good defense. Better shot from Antetokounmpo.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
McHale finds Leonard from the arc. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making. And he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Leonard against Giannis. Robinson a screen on Giannis. Right side Leonard. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Good on the first, and that gives them the lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. So Leonard will go to the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Shooting 1.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Timeout call, the Celtics.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the head coach for Boston had some instruction for the guys during the timeout. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. 4-on-3 break. Here's Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
And that's what you call leadership. Robinson providing it for his team by knocking down a big-time shot.
Thompson against Butler. Castellanos. Got it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Giannis against Leonard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, man, is Kawhi Leonard a tough cover. Just so good at drawing contact.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. Giannis is double. Robinson with the block. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
13 foul.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Leonard taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Antetokounmpo against Butler. Gasol, that's a 2-pointer. And another miss by Boston. And they go to the intentional foul.
Gilmore. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Drills it from outside. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. It's the Philadelphia 76ers and the Chicago Bulls. Here are the five for Philadelphia. We've got LeBron James, and it's Mutombo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shots good by James.
Fighting through contact, not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Butler passes to McHale. Pass to Carter. Launches it. Rebounded by West.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Stockton. Howard, the pass to James. And slam dunk by James.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
Outside Carter from deep three-point land. Howard grabs the miss. And here are the 76ers. Pass to Stockton. Howard up top. Butler passes to Robinson. Back to Butler. Clock at 6. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's West. Butler covering. West misses.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Lone opportunity.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Continuing to work on refining his craft. Butler puts in a great amount of time, maybe more than most.
And he makes the first.
Jimmy Butler taking 2 shots.
Butler hits them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
And it's the Sixers with the ball. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Pass to Stockton. Out left to the wing. Here's West. And it's blocked by Butler.
One of the most determined defenders you ever see, and pretty good at it as well. Butler all over that one.
Here's Howard. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And the Bulls call time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Here they come, fans. Turn your attention to the court for your Chicago Bulls.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Carter. Shot clock at 5. Pass to McHale. Now Butler. Puts up a deep 3. Mutombo with a rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
Now, here is James. Uses the glass to finish the layup. James has got 6.
Well, that's exactly where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
Butler passes to Carter. They set a pick. From the high post. Jump shot is good.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Howard with a screen on Leonard. And there's James from the arc. Chicago with a rebound. Now here's Leonard. No points so far. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. James outside. It's tipped. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Chicago ball.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Philadelphia on top. They lead by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
The Bulls trail by 4. We've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Carter in at shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Shoots. They get it back. And a big finish by Robinson.
Well, I love Robinson's motor. He's somebody that refuses to quit on the offensive glass.
Here's Stockton. He's checked by Carter. Shot from the wing. Stockton's shot is off. And it's Leonard with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to McHale. Robinson with it. Carter on the wing. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Carter's gotten his second bucket.
Hey, nobody on this floor, or any floor for that matter, is out-leaping Vince. So that really allows Carter down low to do his thing.
West. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Bulls on offense. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Butler. And here's Leonard. Six to shoot. Here's McHale. Ooh, Howard with a block.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
And the 76ers call time here. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Here's Stockton. He's checked by Carter. The Sixers with another miss. Pass to Butler. Here's McHale. Guarded by Howard. Now Leonard. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Here's Philadelphia. Nothing on offense from them yet in the second quarter.
Setting the table for his teammates, James enjoys sharing and passing the ball and getting others involved, I think, more than any other aspect of his game.
Now here's Butler. Pass to McHale. Leonard with the ball. Checked by James. James against Leonard. Now Carter. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. And there's Leonard on the assist by Carter. Leonard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Leonard scores at all 3 levels. He's a threat anywhere on the floor.
Howard with the ball. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Chicago trailing here. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Leonard. Now here's Robinson. McHale. Pass to Carter. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Stockton. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. The shot by James, no good. Carter against Howard. Oh, rejected by Howard. Pass to James. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Howard with a screen on Leonard. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Both free throws good from James. Just 4 seconds left in the second period. 1 second left. That shot, no good. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Philadelphia on top, leading by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Bulls trail by 3. And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. We've got Dwight Howard, and it's James in at the 2. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
The Sixers lead by 3. Here's Stockton. No made baskets yet. Pass to Mutombo. It's James on the wing. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. And the 76ers lead by 5.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Butler passes to Carter. From the arc. Fires hitting the triple. Carter's got 7 points.
Hey, that stroke from Carter, as smooth as a baby's bottom.
Here's Stockton. He's checked by Carter. Puts one up from 19. The shot by James, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Down low, McHale. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's West. Pass to Stockton. Here's West. The wide open shot is on the money.
Stockton loves finding the open teammate. Does it again here.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
3-1-2
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Carter, the pass to Butler. Back to Carter. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Vince Carter. One shot.
And that one falls for Carter. The Sixers leading. James outside. Pass to West. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Leonard on the wing. Checked by James. 1:49 left in the third. For the lead. Leonard can't get it to go. Leonard's gone just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
To me, this is Howard's specialty. This is his bread and butter thing here. We all know this guy loves to throw it down whenever he can. He's pretty good at it.
Here's McHale. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Leonard looking around. Pass to McHale. Shot clock at 6. Releases from 15. Mutombo with a rebound. Mutombo's got 4 rebounds in the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. The shot by James, no good. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Now here's Robinson. And yep, it's good. Robinson's got his second bucket of the night.
The defense trying to pull out every single stop it can against Robinson inside, but his size and strength, too much for him.
Here's West. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Carter. He's got 10. Pass to Butler. Back to Carter. No one near him. Rebound by Philadelphia. Mutombo's got 5 rebounds in the game. Knocks it loose. Oh, it's stolen by Butler.
Butler has never lacked the willingness to be aggressive and to hunt contact, and you got to love that toughness aspect about Jimmy Butler's game.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
Jimmy Butler taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. And here's James. The fader. No good. Would have counted had it gone. 3/4 of play and a close one here. Sixers ahead, up by 2. And time to step away quickly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. We've got Butler, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
And what a comeback. Do they have enough left to maintain this energy and get the win?
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Howard with a screen on Butler. Here's West. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Butler. Back to Carter to take the lead. And again, it's Chicago.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
The Sixers trailing. The 76ers call timeout.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach of the 76ers was getting across in the huddle. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
They're very fresh, but also at the defensive end, how about the way they've been able to deny shot opportunities? Just tearing the opposition up in terms of denials. Putting in the effort to get a second chance look. Nice.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now. McHale pass to Leonard. Screen by Robinson. Leonard outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Carter. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Leonard against James. shot.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Fires the three. Howard grabs the miss. 76ers trail by 3. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. And a fast break now for the Bulls. The ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. .54 seconds left to play in the fourth. James against Leonard. Pass to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock.
And, you know, Mutombo is a very accomplished defender. Long, excellent timing. He's a big player who causes problems with his incredible length.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Looking to get back on track. That shot off. Oh, solid D from Leonard. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, when you talk Kawhi Leonard, you start with his defense. And I don't know if there's a better wing defender around.
And there's James from the arc. And it's good. And now they trail by just 4. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So he gets them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Making the most of his trip to the line and helping them extend their lead.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They trail by 6. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
$15 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
Stockton DIYing it, doing it yourself, giving this team a big shot in the arm.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for the Bulls.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
Here's Stockton. Off target with the 3, and they go to the intentional foul.
Dwight Howard. Second personal foul.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
At the line for the Bulls.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. So the Bulls win it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah.